Welcome to my tattoo tour of 2024. If you love tattoos, you probably have seen some of my tattoos on Pinterest before. And as I got so many tattoos over the last year, I figured to do a little tattoo tour refresh. So let's get into it. As it's been almost a year since I uploaded a tattoo tour, I figured we do a new one. I feel like I got a lot of tattoos over the past few months. Honestly, I probably got one tattoo a month over the last few months, and it's been nearly a year. So I just want to do a refreshed tattoo tour and then also show the ones that I got new this year. So here's a little background on my tattoos. I initially started getting tattooed when I was 18. I always wanted to get tattooed. That was like something that I've known since I was a kid. I always wanted to get tattoos. I grew up around a lot of tattooed people, including my dad, and then also when I was in primary school, I was hanging out in a tattoo shop a lot because my best friend at the time, her dad owned a tattoo shop and he was also friends with my dad, so I was spending a lot of time there as the lift above the tattoo shop as well. So I've always been around it, and it's been something that has been very normal, but I had to wait till I was 18 from my parents, and I'm so glad that they really did that, because I think I would have gotten some really terrible tattoos if I had gotten tattoos before that age. I was very into MySpace scene. I loved it. And this is all back home in the Netherlands, by the way, where I am originally from, but I slowly started getting tattoos. My first two tattoos were actually in color, one on my back that I got removed, and then I have the color tattoo I have right now is this one on my pinky, a little heart, and I usually have a ring on there anyway, so you don't really see it. I really love sticking to a certain style of tattoos, and this is different for everyone. There's so many people, including my husband, for example, that has so many different styles of tattoos. For me, I've always been very drawn to traditional tattoos, and specifically now black tattoos, and I love the bold look. That is just something I am obsessed with. I don't think I would ever get fine line tattoos done. That's just not for me. That's not my style. And the same for color. The longest time I thought I was only gonna do color traditional, and I switched pretty quickly to just black and white stuff, and I'm so glad that I stuck with that, just because I am very particular personally when it comes to my body and my tattoos, how I want them to look. I love when everything is very cohesive, and that's why I got the color one on my back removed, because it didn't fit with my back piece, and I like things to be cohesive, and that's why I chose to go that route. Initially, I always thought that I was just gonna do one sleeve, and then that became two. And I always was obsessed with hand tattoos, and I had like some of my finger tattoos early on, but it was always a dream to get my hands tattoos, but I knew I didn't want to do that until I had sleeves. And at the time in the Netherlands, like, tattoos are not as accepted as here in the US, so that's also was like something that was like definitely heavily on my mind. I was working as a nurse still back then, so I was first working as a model and also as a nurse, and that was just like, for both careers, not really accepted there. So for my agencies back then, I would constantly get backlash if I would get another tattoo, because on fashion week and stuff, they just don't like that. And then the same for like as a nurse, obviously not too many tattoos that you show. For the longest time, I had no leg tattoos. I initially never wanted leg tattoos. I always felt like that was gonna look too manly for me, and that was just not the vibe. And then until 3 years ago, I just randomly decided that I wanted leg tattoos once my arms were getting more full. So here we are with a lot of leg tattoos. And let's talk for a second about most painful tattoos. This is by far my most, is it sharp? This is by far my most painful tattoo. I got it done nearly 2 years ago by Mark Walker, and he's amazing. If you ever want to get your palms done, please, please, please make sure to really do your research and save up the money and go to get tattooed by Mark Walker or Lucas Ashley. Like, get the tattoos done by the people that know how to do it, because then it will stay. Because that's also a question I get asked all the time on social media. It's like, how old is my palm tattoo? How long have you had it? So it's been nearly 2 years, if not 2 years, maybe it's been 2 years already, and it looks exactly the same as when it healed. It healed perfectly. It was the most annoying and most painful tattoo to ever have to deal with. I want to do my other hand, but I'm so hesitant because it was really rough. It was really rough. It was definitely my most painful and most frustrating healing experience, because the top of the hand doesn't really hurt as much. I have 2 flowers on the top of my hand done by Justin Taylor. And then all my finger tattoos were only done once, which people are also always surprised, but because I also just go to someone that really knows how to do them, and these stay, and that is just something that I'm always also, I know I keep like drilling you. I know I just like keep drilling you, but it's so crucial to go to an artist that really knows what they're doing, because there's so many artists out there that just started tattooing, that are not tattooing in the right layer of your skin, that are not thinking about your tattoo long term, and it's so important to really do your research. So my finger tattoos are done by Peter de Jong in the Netherlands. He did all of my finger tattoos, and I still have a spot here, and I will most likely, when I go back visiting, when I go back home, I travel back home, and I let him do it, because I love the way he did the rest of my finger tattoos, and he stayed so well, and most of them are like 8 years old. So the only one he didn't do is the little heart, but Ferdy, he did them all, and I've had them for so long. So that being said, if you're in the Netherlands or in Europe, I highly recommend going to Peter de Jong. I will link every tattoo artist I've been to under here so that you can figure out which one to go wherever you are in the world. Now that we're going over some, this is a T-Rex head that I got done. Then my best friend tattooed Rebel Rebel over here, and she tattooed a little heart that says me over here. Is it not getting sharp? Then this little skull that is like doing the metal sign, I got done in Florida, and I seriously cannot remember who did it. Some artist in Florida did it when I was there with my husband, some friend of a friend, and he had a really cool, good looking flash, so I got that done. Then this is done by Adam Cloudston in the Netherlands as well. I love his work. I have a couple more of his that I will show you in a second on my arms. Then Justin Taylor did this bird on my arm, who also did my hands. And then this flower is done by Moira Ramon in the Netherlands as well. She did also my elbows. And some more of my little tattoos on my arms. Then on the side of my wrists, I have my parents, their initials. My parents are very important to me. I can literally not, I am seriously so blessed with my parents, and I have some matching tattoos with them as well that are over here. I love it. Then I have then Peter, who also did my fingers, also did these. They're done in gray, so they look a little bit lighter than my hand tattoos, because they're actually tattooed in with more of a gray shade than like a really black one. See, then obviously a palm tree. That's one thing you're gonna see in this video. You're gonna see a goddamn lot of palm trees, because you already saw the one on my finger as well. Tattoo says gratitude, and I have Rilakkuma. Always love kawaii. Then I have my elbows done. One is a rose, and the other one is just a fence, but the rose I still kind of want to shade it in. And then here a tattoo says Omnia Vincit Amor. Omnia Vincit Amor. I got this tattooed because it's something between my grandma, my mom, and I, and at the time I had nothing here on my arm, and it looked so beautiful just to have the text down, but then I decided to do a sleeve on this arm as well. So now I actually don't like it. I might get it removed as well. Then I have a little cherries over here. and some more flowers and a little crying and a little eye crying, and another dinosaur. Something about me too. I absolutely love dinosaurs. They are my favorite. Then I got my neck done by Drew Cottonmore. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna do the other side as well or just leave it at one side, because I really like the one side as well, so I haven't decided yet. I'm not showing my back piece today because I have been showing it in the other vlogs, so you can click on those if you want to see my back piece, because I'm not gonna get undressed. But I really want to talk about all my leg tattoos because I have gotten so many over the last year that I haven't showed yet, that I hadn't showed on my previous tattoo tour, so let's go over that. I almost forgot to talk about my wrist before heading to the legs. Let's talk about my wrist. I had a tattoo under here that said rock and roll, and I got it removed. I did like 6 laser sessions, and then I tattooed over it like last month ago or so, and I'm so happy. It's a little sunset. I love it. I'm so happy with it, and I'm so happy that I have, like, now that it feels like my wrists are more finished. So it feels like my wrists are more finished. But yeah, let's head to the legs. Let's start over here. I have a leopard, some holly. I love the holidays, so there's that. Then I have just a rose over here, and then this is Shrek's Swamp House. I love Shrek. Shrek is life. Shrek is everything. Shrek was a big part of my childhood. I really love it. Then I have a Polaroid with the skulls and some palm trees. Then I have a Polaroid with some skulls and palm trees. I have Roquefort from the Aristocats. This cat just resembles my cat Milton. These are distils. I'm not sure if they're actually called distils in English too, but that's the Dutch word for it. And they're actually Scottish flowers, and I went to Scotland a lot growing up, and my parents still go a lot, so that's something that was important to me. Then I absolutely love Harry Potter, so I had to get this one. Gezellig is a Dutch word that is like, there's no translation really for it in English, so I don't know how to explain. Then we have my knee. I still wanted to get it shaded. I have little beans over here, peas in a pot. Another tulip, because tulip is a Dutch flower. I have olives. Then this little guy, I got tattooed from my friend that passed away last year around this time. She was my friend since I was 13 years old, so I really wanted to get something tattooed for her. And then this one I have matching with my mom. Let me see, other way around. Then I have my best friend. Then my best friend who tattooed the heart with me in it and stuff on my arms. I got her name tattooed. All my leg tattoos are done by Jill Bennett, by the way. I love Jill. Jill's the only one I have been going to. And I have a little iced coffee skull, because if you know, you know. The little mood swings. Another Christmas tattoo. People think I'm crazy for it, but I love Christmas. People think I'm crazy for it, but I love Christmas, and I think it's so cute. Okay, standing this angle is really awkward. And then I have a true traditional heart. Who doesn't? Here, this one is also new. It also resembles home to me, which I know. I got a lot of tattoos that resembles home. Like, if you move away from your home country, that's just what happens, I guess. I never thought I was gonna get Dutch tattoos, but here we are. Also another little tulip, coffee, because my parents always drink coffee every night at 8:30. 070 is area code for my hometown. I'm like sitting straight across from a window, so I think that's like making it more shiny. So obviously Jurassic Park once again. Then 111, which is for intuition. I initially wanted to get 222 tattooed, but then I kept seeing 111 everywhere, so then I went with that. That's like what I mean with like I don't think about things too much. Then here it says maybe once, maybe twice, which is a Fleetwood Mac song. And I have another flower over here. I've bent my leg that way. I told you I wasn't kidding when I said I get a lot of tattoos that resembles home, because these are the home keys to my childhood home. So my parents actually moved to the countryside, I would say like 1 year ago, 2 years ago, and they sold the home that I grew up in, which was a really weird feeling. So I got that tattoo, and then another palm tree that says "Sail Away With Me Honey," which is a David Gray song. And then another song, then "Sail Away With Me Honey" is a David Gray song that I love so much that I wanted to get tattooed as well. And it's a song that my dad really loves. So yeah, I think that was it. I think that was actually it. I'm not sure if I forgot any. Oh wait, I did forget. That's definitely it, I think. If not, I probably mentioned them in the other tattoo tour video. Just like I said, I don't think as deeply about tattoos as most people do. I don't think too long about them. I just like, all right, fun, sounds fun, let's do it type of mentality. That's how I am. I know strongly right away if I want something or not, and that is with everything. So that is just, I don't know how it works. That's just being a human sometimes. I do not have any stomach tattoos. I don't think I would ever do my chest or stomach. That is just something I want to keep bare. I don't know why, but that's just how I feel at the moment. Who knows if that changes in the future. Like I said, I didn't want my legs tattoos before, so it's possible that I suddenly decide that I do once everything else fills up and I have no space. I have little dots on my toes. I'm not gonna show my feet right now, but I have some dots on my toes, and then I have a tattoo on my right foot that I'm getting removed, and then I have a tattoo on my left foot that I absolutely love, and I think I've showed on here before because I think I've filmed the whole tattoo vlog for that. But yeah, that's it. In 2020, I was on the cover of this international tattoo magazine called Tattoo Life. So yeah, this is when I still had black hair. Also own a tattoo aftercare brand which is called Rebel June. I launched it recently in November. I personally felt like there was nothing on the market that really worked well and was functioning well and looked really nice. So after 10 plus years of getting tattooed, I made it my mission to make my own, and it worked for a year on the formula, trying to really find the good ingredients for it, for something that worked in every way that I loved to bring it with me everywhere. And as an influencer, I've tested out so many products and so many things, and I really feel like I am very experienced when it comes to skincare products and tattoo products, tattoo aftercare products. So I made Rebel June for tattooed skin. I also made this formula. I also really made this formula that you can use it in multiple ways to make your old tattoos look more brighter, to make your old tattoos look a little bit more vibrant, and to help your fresh new tattoos through the healing stage. And the ingredients are so pure and natural that I literally use it as a lip balm. If I have dry spots or dry cuticles, I will use it for that. I love it so much. So if you are curious about it or just want to support that thing, I launched it in November, so a couple months ago. I will leave the link below in case you're interested in trying it. And thank you if you actually watched the video to this far. I really appreciate you. Have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Wow, I just realized that my mascara is all over the place. I literally never wear eye makeup, and then that one time I do, I probably look like crap this entire video.